Welcome to another episode of the Money Wheel Podcast. The journey to wealth starts here with your host, Don Shade.
Hello, my friend and future millionaire. Welcome to this episode of the Money Wheel. My name is Don Shade. Something I want to take the time to warn you about. Did you ever notice it seems like when you make a big decision in your life that something drastic happens and tries to throw you off track? What I want to do is make you aware that as soon as you decide, okay, I'm going to follow this process and I'm going to build my $1 million roadmap, something drastic is going to happen. It's like the world's asking you, how bad do you really want it? And what I want you to do is be aware that that's the kind of thing that's going to happen all the time as soon as you make a big decision. Just keep going and power through it. It seems like every time that I look back and there was a turning point in my life, as soon as I made the big decision to put the work in, that's when something came up that tried to throw me off track. And it doesn't last. It just seems like a brief headache for the time. But what happens is this. I think the world wants to know, how bad do you really want it? Are you just talking, or are you willing to go after it? That's just something to make you think, and I wanted to make you aware of what's going to happen once you make a major life-changing decision like building a $1 million roadmap. That's all I have for today's episode. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Money Wheel Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and like the podcast. For everything that was talked about in today's amazing show, go to moneywheelpodcast.com and get today's show notes, past episodes, and most importantly, you can connect with Don Shade on all his social media platforms. Again, at moneywheelpodcast.com. If you are just looking to email Don, you can email him at don@moneywheelpodcast.com. For a list of all our tools we use in our business, you can go to moneywheelpodcast.com/resources. Again, thank you for listening to today's podcast, and see you in our next episode of the Money Wheel Podcast.